picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. So BYU's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Here he comes with the return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Chambers.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Second down coming up. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Moving out to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's caught, and he'll be brought down. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's when quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. Underwood. Rushes on him. He's looking deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Trying to take it back. Just plowing ahead.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays. You saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. On the move. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a fourth down situation.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Might be changing the route. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cougars. Along the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that... touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. The run to the right. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They give it to him again. Jumped on top of the pile.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The offense changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Martin. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Cougars!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Well, guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. And the misconnection on third down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
The run inside. It's Martin.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Quick completion on the out. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. From the red zone, it's Martin. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score.
Number 89, set to kick off.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Underwood. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Pulls and fires complete. Spins away from the defense. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, you could just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Zings it complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Here's Underwood to throw. Bears the pressure. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Got room to work. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Underwood. Flips it out on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. Solid pick up a 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rifles it down the middle. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. He's not afraid to go deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of...
There he goes. Oh, spins away. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
They're going to ride this running back. There's a crease. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. He now has 63 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Tight end now in motion. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Picks up the first down. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Martin. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass.
Number 89, set to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The run inside. It's Marshall. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the home squad in a heavyweight battle against a fellow top 5 team. And this one is as tight as can be. It's early still, but so far this one has absolutely lived up to the hype. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He uncorks one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25.
Here we go. Ready? Go, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Off play action. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
So here comes the Michigan offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Handoff to the single running back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
And you just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
Throwing, Underwood. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You could tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He now has 106 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They're dealing with a second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Keep it on the ground. Fights off a defender. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I love it.
Got a little grass.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play.
I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They feed him again. Tackled there by the defense. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. Running inside. It's Martin. Maybe some room here. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
You You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback. Get him in a predictable 3rd and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We reached the break. BYU is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Powers through the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A 1st down run in the red zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cougar! Put 6 on the board.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Bachmeier. A spectacular one-hand grab. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Martin. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
BYU trying to convert on 4th down. They'll run the sneak for it. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They want that clock to run. Hard running there. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been...
Touchdown Cougars, and the route is on.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
And the extra point was good. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's Underwood to throw. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Trying to move them on the counter.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Underwood fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The run inside. It's Marshall. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Ninja. Icy.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Firing toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
And here we go, final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. Makes a deep grab. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.